carnivals. We used to go, the Castlefield had lovely carnivals, you know, went up there. And we used to go up early in the morning and stay up so that we didn't have to pay when the carnival. Oh, they'd all meet down at Limeslade, and there were vans decorated, lorries decorated. They'd have a fairy queen, they'd have the rose queen, and they'd had competitions to choose who was going to be fairy queen and all the rest of it, weeks before the carnival. Then, and they had all sorts of, they had comedy bands, and they had jazz bands, and quite a procession. Often there were about 6 or 7 bands at least, and they'd walk all through Mumbles, from South End, you know, right, and everybody on the pavement watching them, and you would be throwing money onto the, of course in those days it was pennies and halfpennies they were throwing onto the, and the Rose Queen would be sitting there, or the Fairy Queen, with all her attendants, you know, and it was such competition with all the mothers particularly, you know, who'd have the best dress. And anyway, they go right through Mumbles, and up Newton Road, then up Castle Avenue and into the Castlefield, you know, and they had the judging then in the Castlefield of all the people who had entered the competitions, you know, and you had some very good competitors, very, very good, and they had better prizes then. I don't think they were cups and things like that, but I think they were probably money, you know. It wasn't terribly late. It probably finished about 9ish or something like that. But you never, ever, ever saw any drunkenness or anything like that. Never. I can't remember anything like that at all. It was, would it have been wartime? The war, 1930. Round about the early 1940s, but then it had to die out then, you see, yes. Yeah. Might have been a little bit earlier than that. I can't be certain about that. Our class, I was in the scholarship class then, so I was about 11. We had a little dancing group to enter into the competition up there, and one of the women there said to me, if you come to my auntie, she'll set your hair ready for it. I went to her, had my hair set, got home, and my mother combed it all out. She didn't like it. But she said, didn't like it at all, nothing. And my father used to be our barber, and we had the worst haircuts of anyone in Mumbles.